my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, let's talk about the latest fear porn, measles. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so there have been legitimate outbreak of measles, and nobody wants to say this out loud, but is this due to unvaccinated people coming into the country? I'm going to use the pop art Lenormand for this because we're going to find out what's going on with this measles things. Is this going to be another, they try and scare us with some of this stuff. Bird flu, for example. Oh my God, we have to kill all the birds, because bird flu. And, every year before COVID, there was some kind of flu, right? Oh, this is the A1N1 flu or whatever. And, some grandmas and grandpas ended up in the hospital and, it went around your office or whatever, but everybody came out of it okay. And some people went and got their flu shot every year. And that kind of was life, right? We didn't stand 6 feet apart or wear masks or anything. And it seems like once they got the majority of people to agree with that, they decided it's like they keep trying to get people scared again. And I think it's like crying wolf. I think, of course, there's going to be parts of the population that fall for it, but I think a lot more of the population is like, yeah, whatever. Whatevs, you got to die of something, right? So let's find out, is there actually legs to this measles? We've had some big outbreaks here, 4 people. And are we going to see counters every day on the news now, right? Fear porn. I know in the States, they've had some outbreaks, and this is apparently there's different variations of measles. I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on Tarot TV. And this is the really bad ones. These are the really bad ones. These are the ones you get vaccinated against, I guess. Okay, cards are ready. What's going on with these measles? The sun. Being outdoors in the sun stops it. The birds, the storks. Change. The tower. Now, the tower is not the same as in tarot in Lenormand. I'll explain that in a minute. Oh, the mountain. So there might be an obstacle about this. Things coming from the past. The clouds. Yeah, I think this is I think people are getting worked up about this. Crossroads. Look at all the explosives here. House. Oh, are they trying to get us back to stay in our house? Death and clouds and the stork. Anchor and the mountain and the tower. I think this is going to stick around for a while. It comes from overseas, guys. Rider and fish. And the snake. Okay, the snake is, when we're talking health, is doctor, medical system, that kind of thing. What I didn't get here, which I was kind of looking for, was the scythe. And what that is the injection. That's the needle. And we didn't get that at all. We do get that this is going to be around for a while. Absolutely. Some people might choose to stay at home. There is a possibility this measles could turn deadly, right? It could transmute itself. It has come from afar, and we're also going to hear about people possibly moving away to escape it. Also, I think we're going to see home-based businesses or home-based work again. There's a lot of money to be made with these measles. All these diseases, there's lots of money to be made. Doctors get paid, nurses get paid, pharmaceutical companies get paid. Here's the income here. It's almost as if I'm going to say this out loud. It's almost as if this is manufactured. Just a minute, sorry. My throat is sore. It's interesting. My throat is sore. It's not sore though. Like just once I started, when I get physical symptoms when I'm reading, it means something. Drinking water. I wonder if you have to drink a lot of water to keep it flushed out of your system. I am getting that. We have a lot of cards here that are outdoors. It's safest to be outdoors. I would not go on a cruise this year. Or in an airplane. I think this is, I was looking also for the stars, as that's the virus, bacteria. I think though that, I think there's this, it's going to change, it's going to mutate and actually become deadly. I think we might see people moving away from areas or becoming homebound, but I'm telling you right now, part of the cure or prevention, and again, I'm not a doctor, please look at the disclaimer down below. I'm just making up a story by reading the cards here. Part of it is being outside and being in fresh air and getting vitamin D. And I remember during COVID, it was like, keep your vitamin D levels up high. I just caught a cough again. So is it spread through people coughing at each other? They're coughing through the air. They're coughing at each other. So that's why it would be smart to go on an airplane because that air is circulated, or on a cruise ship where you're jammed in with a lot of people. If you've already booked a cruise, please don't freak out. If you are on the cruise, make sure you spend a lot of time outdoors and not in tight. And if you hear somebody coughing, like go the other way, right? This is definitely something that is, I think this is going to stick around for a while. This thing has legs. And it's basically saying like, people might decide to move from areas that have big outbreaks. Because I think they're going to have a hard time getting a hold on this. That's what I mean. I think this thing will have legs because it's spread through the air. So make sure you have lots of vitamin D. Make sure you spend a lot of time outdoors in nice fresh air. I would definitely stay away from people, especially if they've got lots of kids at school. Because, right, the kids, they cough. I'm not getting that it's something that you touch. Like, it's not like COVID where you use the hand cream or whatever, and then you couldn't touch a doorknob, or, couldn't touch two pieces of paper. You couldn't touch each other, that kind of thing. I'm not getting touch at all. I'm getting air. Definitely something like it's spread by air, out by a cough or a sneeze. Yeah, we're gonna actually hear. There might be some kind of, I don't want to say cure, overseas or something, or somebody comes back with something from overseas and makes a lot of money. Like perhaps they say, oh, you know what? Over in Thailand, they grow this special ginger, and it seems to cure it or keep it away. And they make a lot of money. Somebody's going to make a lot of money from overseas over this. Is it the medical system? I don't know. The snake showed up here, which is the medical system, but I didn't get like the people aren't going to be lined up for vaccinations. Yeah, I think this is something definitely in the air. Definitely. This isn't any kind of liquid. This isn't touching. I think it is going to transmute. It's going to change, and I think we will see some deaths. And that's really going to bother people. And I think we might see more people turning to working from home because it is in the air. So if somebody has it at work in your office and they're using the same air to circulate, right? It has nothing to do with it touching a doorknob and you then touching the doorknob. You can wash your hands, you can put whatever you want, antibacterial, whatever, gook or whatever on your hands. That doesn't matter if somebody coughs in your face. It's definitely something spread by the air. So keep in good fresh air outside as much as you can, not in a confined area. If you hear somebody coughing, I would move, or sneezing, I would move away from them. And that's only if measles is in your area, right? If nobody has if you live in a town and nobody has measles, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. But if you're in a big city and they all of a sudden, oh, there's a cluster of measles, you know, find out what is your attachment to that, you know. Seeing the clock agrees. All right, so there might be something to this one, and it's going to have legs. It's going to be around for a while. Actually, it's going to be difficult to eradicate. Really difficult to eradicate. And it does come from afar. I'm telling you, it comes from the far. It comes from the past, from afar. Might even come like from hospitals, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. Lots of vitamin D. And again, not a doctor. Okay, so YouTube is going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.